Hi there, welcome back to another Unity C Sharp scripting tutorial. My name is Sohail, and in this video we are going to learn about variables and data types in Unity. Let's get started. In the previous video we just learned what are the event functions and how we call what are the hierarchy that C sharp follow for execution of the events. In this video, we are going to learn the variables that are used in C sharp for storing data. What are variables? Basically, variables are just the temporary places that store data or some value. Let's suppose you want to move your character and you want whenever you will start the game the character specific position in the scene. Let's suppose here you just want the specific position for your character. Which variable you will use, what are the purpose of using that. Let's get started. Let's start from the first data type, that is called integer. We just write public int, let's name it health. We have here the health variable. The first data type we are going to learn is integers. Integer take 4 bytes in the C sharp, and 10 is just the value, and at the end there is a semicolon. Semicolon is the statement terminator we use in C sharp, and we need that at the end of every statement. Here just you notice that public is just the modifier. We just name it public, private, protected. These are the access modifiers. We can access this variable outside the Unity. If we don't write here anything, then you will notice that in the Unity we cannot see that. That's why we just save that and go back into Unity. हमारा स्क्रिप्ट प्लेयर पर अटैच था. So you can see here we just wrote public, and we can see in the Unity inspector, and we can modify the value from this inspector. इस तरह हम अपना इंटीजर वेरिएबल क्रिएट कर सकते हैं और इसके अंदर हम कोई भी डाटा स्टोर कर सकते हैं. हमारे पास जो हेल्थ की वैल्यू है ये सी शार्प के अंदर स्टैक या फिर हीप पर स्टोर होती है. मैं एक छोटा सा कंसेप्ट आपको बता देता हूँ कि किस तरह से मेमोरी वर्क करती है. जो फर्स्ट चीज़ इसमें पब्लिक हमारे पास है, ये एक्सेस मॉडिफायर है, एंड सेकंड इज़ द डाटा टाइप. It's just the data type. You see here, it's just a data type. It's just the variable name health. So it's the value 10. You see here. This is the int data type that is storing our value with the name health. So how this value stored in the computer? ये कंप्यूटर में वैल्यू किस तरह से हमारे पास स्टोर होती है, किस तरह से हम यूज़ करते हैं इसको. Let's just take the example. It's just let's suppose it's just the memory, and we have the memory address here. These here will be the addresses. This is memory. We just write here it is the memory, and these are just here you will see these are the addresses, memory address. We can access any data if we know the address. So here will be the address. Let's suppose it's just the blocks. यहाँ पर हमारे पास कोई भी मेमोरी का एड्रेस होगा. लेट्स सपोज here 120 124 and so on. Let's keep here, and our lost address is 148. So here we have the blocks for every address. We have the blocks for the memory. We just have the blocks here. whenever we say 10, what does it mean? Let's suppose 148, here we just have the value 10. This is storing our health. This 10 here we just have the health. Here we have the health वैल्यू हमारे पास यहाँ पर मेमोरी के अंदर कुछ इस तरह से स्टोर करती है. सो मेमोरी के एड्रेस हैं, इस एड्रेस पर हमारे पास हेल्थ की वैल्यू जो है वो 10 है. इस तरह से कंप्यूटर के अंदर स्टोर करती है. सो फर्स्ट वन इज द access modifier, and int is just the data type we are going to use, and it's the integer data type. The third one is the name of the integer, that is the health, and loss is the value. So in this way our computer work, our memories in C sharp. But let's suppose we just want to print that value, and we just write here health, and here just the value is 10, and let's go back into Unity and check. So here you will see the 10, and we have the console. If you don't see the console here, you can just find from this option. विंडो से आपने जनरल की तरफ जाना है, और यहाँ पर कंसोल जैसे ही आप क्लिक करेंगे तो यहाँ पर आपके पास कंसोल विजिबल हो जाएगी. स्क्रिप्ट हमारा अटैच है और स्क्रिप्ट इनेबल भी है. जस्ट यूनिटी एडिटर को रन करते हैं और चेक करते हैं हमारे पास कंसोल्स पे क्या प्रिंट होता है, क्योंकि स्टार्ट फंक्शन के अंदर हमने जस्ट वैल्यू लिखी है, तो 10 वैल्यू हमारे पास प्रिंट हो गई है. अब वैल्यू पब्लिक थी और यहाँ पर 10 है, सो हम यहाँ पर इसको चेंज करके 100 कर देते हैं. अब हमारे पास वैल्यू 100 प्रिंट होनी चाहिए, बिकॉज इट्स जस्ट अ पब्लिक एंड वी कैन मॉडिफाई इट फ्रॉम द यूनिटी इंस्पेक्टर. See here the value is 100, and this is the first data type, and second is the float. We just write here public float. Float also take 4 bytes in the Unity C sharp. We just say here it's the position, float position. We have the player position or something like that. We just name it player position. At the start it will be like we can say that x, y, or anything like player position x. Start x-axis will be 20.9. We just write here. If you just write here, you will see the error. What is that error? It's the pointing value of float. The error is saying that the data type we are using is float, और हमने इसके साथ यहाँ पर f मेंशन करना है. इट इज़ फॉर फ्लोटिंग. सो एक चीज़ मैंने आपको अभी बताई कि हमारे पास 4 बाइट्स लेता है मेमोरी के अंदर. व्हाट डज इट मीन्स 4 बाइट्स? बेसिकली हमारे पास जो 1 बाइट मेमोरी है, वी जस्ट राइट 1 बाइट इज इक्वल टू 8 बिट्स. How does it work in the Unity? Unity ये में किस तरह से काम करेगा, और इसका मतलब बेसिकली है क्या? 8 बिट से मुराद ये है, I just select the wrong tool. 2 power 0, 1, 2, and 2 raised to power 7. So it's just means 8 bits. We can store here 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. We can, this is for 1 byte. If we are saying 8 bits, it means 8 bit value we can save in our heap. So this is 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. This is just the power concept, and if we consider the value for the 4 bits, I think this will be the figure like this. It is, I think, 32,768. This is the 8 bit 4 bytes number we can, if we can say that. So this is the concept for the byte. If we are saying float takes 4 byte in the computer, अगर हम कहते हैं कि हमारे पास फ्लोट जो है सी शार्प के अंदर 4 बाइट ले रहा है, तो उस 4 बाइट से क्या मुराद है? 1 बाइट जो होता है हमारे पास 8 बिट के इक्वल होता है, और इस तरह मैंने आपको ये समझाया कि 2 की पावर 0 से स्टार्ट करके 2 की पावर 7 तक जाते हैं। और इसका क्या मतलब, लेट्स सपोज अगर हम कहते हैं हमारे पास कंप्यूटर के अंदर जो वैल्यू है वो 3 है, तो 3 हमारे पास एक वैल्यू थी यहाँ पर हम प्लेयर की पोजीशन जस्ट कह देते हैं 3.0 हमारे पास, जस्ट 3 इसको कंसीडर करते हैं अभी। तो इस 3 का मतलब क्या है, इस 3 का मतलब ये है कि हमारे पास 2 बिट्स, इट्स अ 2 एंड इट्स 1 एंड अदर विल बी 0 बिट्स। बाकी जो हमारे पास बिट्स होंगी वो क्या हो जाएंगी, 0 0 0 हो जाएंगी, बिकॉज 2 एंड 1 ये हमारे पास 3 हो जाएगा, ये एक प्लस हो रहे हैं एक किस्म के। सो ये दो हमारे पास बिट्स ऑन हो जाएंगी, बाकी सारे बिट्स हमारे पास ऑफ हो जाएंगी। सो ये हमारे पास एक सिंपल सा कंसेप्ट है फ्लोट को देखने का। अब आपने कोई भी फ्लोट वैल्यू कंप्यूटर के अंदर यूज़ करनी है, सिंपल जिस तरह हमने यहाँ debug.log में हेल्थ लिखा हुआ है, तो आप यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं प्लेयर पोजीशन फॉर एक्स। आपके पास कोई एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट है, वहाँ पर प्लेयर की पोजीशन क्या है, यहाँ पर सिंपल आप प्लेयर पोजीशन टाइप करें और हमें यूनिटी के अंदर इसको रन करके देखते हैं हमारे पास क्या वैल्यू प्रिंट होती है। यू कैन सी हियर प्लेयर पोजीशन एक्स। अब इंस्पेक्टर के अंदर भी हमने इसे पब्लिक रखा है, तो पब्लिक जो भी होता है उसे हम इंस्पेक्टर के अंदर जस्ट लिख सकते हैं। लेट्स सपोज इफ इट्स नॉट द पब्लिक, इफ इट्स द प्राइवेट, then we cannot just modify its value in the inspector. You will see here we will not see that player position x. So see here we don't have the value for that. So if you want to keep the field private and you want just variable private and you just want to see it in the inspector also, then we will just write serialize field. If we just type serialize field before this, then we can see it again in the unity, and it's just like the concept of OOP programming. We will use that in the further video. You can see here we just have the player position x and this is 20.9. We just run the unity editor and check its value. See here we are seeing the value 20.9 as we just wrote in the debug statement. तो इस तरह से आप कोई भी अगर float variable use करना चाहते हैं तो आप use कर सकते हैं। And other is for the string. We just write here public and string. It's just for displaying message. We just say display message. You want to show some message, you can store it in the strings, and but make sure there should be the data inside the double quotes. You will keep take care of these things. The data should be inside the double quotes. We just say we just display a message, and just in the debug.log we just comment this line here, and we just write here print, and inside the print we just call display message. For example, you want to give instruction to your player, you want to show specific messages, you have the in-app purchases in your game, you can just use that string. So let's go back into Unity and check. We have a string here. We can modify this value as I described earlier. There are access modifiers basically that make this enabled to see that data into Unity. Let's run the Unity editor and check the console. See here, we are just watching that message on the console. We can display that onto the UI also. So the last is the data type that we are going to study. This is the character data type. This is the character. This is for the name. We just say that player name, and we should keep, we need single quotes for that. Okay, and we just write here what we call the Sohail is the player name. and what's happening, what's happening. What's wrong? No. What's the wrong with that? So we just make a mistake here. Yeah. Sorry. Character only store one character, one value. Let's say it's a special character, something like that. If you want to store these things like that, let's take an example. If you are making a quiz game, you can just store the things. So we just write it name, not the player name. If we just going to write the player name, then we will use double quotes as we just write it. So character only will take one byte, and we can store a single character inside it. So, in a little review, we just studied data types. First one is the integer data types. Second is the float. Then we just check the string, and at the end we just studied character string in the Unity, and we also just watched that how we save into Unity. So these are the different types of variables, and how we can store different types of values inside those variables. So there is integer, float, character, string. Okay, so we have learned all these types of variables by using different examples. So I hope you really learned from the video. Thank you for watching the video. I am going to see you in the next video.